Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies, where in the previous episode we started a new conquest game and specifically picked the coat of arms with the eye on it to give us access to the Cultist tech tree, which as you can see starts with Cultist crew and goes all the way over to summon the Awakening, which can summon a Kraken, so that should be interesting. We managed to, in the previous episode, also take out our southerly neighbour. We first took the three little towns followed by the Suprak city, which has a tiny shipyard in there, so it's not very great at all, but we managed to take out that threat. In this episode, I want to go up north and at least take out this main city here along with the other towns around it and probably try to destroy the Clockwork wasps too. Now, we also have to keep an eye out on the very south because across the sea here, this channel, we can see that we have a fairly big fight going on there and they are managing to, well, sort of have a bit of a to and fro between the different cities and outposts, so either way we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Authorities in Tigreeve catch a foreign agent attempting to set fire to the Grey Pillar. Okay, so there's someone trying to set fire to that thing. Interesting. We currently have our secret police on lax. Suspicious foreigners are tracked in a haphazard way. Medium is well-organised secret police safeguards your empire's security, and severe, which is spies and informants everywhere, every movement tracked with suspicion. If we went over to medium, that would reduce our intake to 130 from about 150, so that's actually probably the way forward. Let's just see what we can do then. So I want to take over this city down the bottom. We'll do a gentle takeover, which is interesting because I know we should probably do brutal takeovers being cultists, but there you go. Looks like this city has now changed hands and it's now changed over to the sort of three, what is it, like, is it a spider? I'm trying to find out a bigger coat of arms there. It's like three spiders, three insects there. So they've actually destroyed the remainder one here. So if we look at that and view the city, we can see that's what they were up against. So I can't actually read the side of it there, but it looks like to have two grape shot cannons and a standard cannon, I think. I like the upside down sail. That's fairly cool. And then obviously we have all of the suspendium tanks on the top there. They do still have the defenses, so they managed to take that out quite fast, and that means that we're probably going to have to fling everything we have against that. Oh no, they are actually moving off and they're trying to take out, oh, they're trying to take out blue as well. So actually blue is pretty much on the ropes anyway because they don't have a city. They don't have the ability to make more ships. Oh no, sorry, they do have a city. They do have a city, the one there. So yeah, that's of note. Anyway, it's actually made our job a lot easier. So I'm just waiting for that city down the bottom to be taken over. We now have 104 intake. Let's go over to the defenses actually, and you can see we have these to repair, so we will move them like that, repair, move it to there, and then finally build a building. We're going to build a Dark Cube version 3. Actually, what is the Citadel one? Build building. Black Citadel. No, we're going to go with the Dark Cube version 3, which is all about cannon. So we're going to place that there, and that should hopefully be enough for us. We're going to take this, our prims, and we're going to move them back up because it's unlikely that these are going to attack me from the bottom, but you never know. They might attack from down the bottom and go just right into this city, but we'll see. We've now joined up there, and we'll now invade Ingat. So there we are. Looks like their sort of forces are miles away anyway and far too slow to really react with any great speed. So let's just go into here. We are going to build with this tiny shipyard as well and build some stuff there. But let's take Ingat first. So we now have pretty much hopefully a very easy fight. Let's go to start the fight here. This is going to be trying to destroy this one little defensive structure. We are going to naturally move as far as we can, or closer to it as we can. Get the range bonus. You can see that immediately the standard wave of shots there has caused a lot of damage. We've already seen a fire go off and that has been extinguished, but you see the armor getting absolutely chewed to bits. Absolutely ruined. Not too bad. Not too bad. We are taking some damage here, which is something we expected. But they've lost some weapons. They've lost all the weapons apart from the ones on the back, so that was as easy as we expected, really. I didn't think that would go any other way. At least I was hoping there. We're going to go with a brutal takeover because that's probably what we should do as cultists. We're going to move this to Gilfield, which is just between the border there. It's just like a little outpost thing, and it looks like we can get in there with the exact same stuff. So they are running the same defences, but they have the advantage that there's a couple of suspendium rocks in the way, prohibiting our movement somewhat. So manoeuvrability is compromised, but we still should get close enough to be able to take them out. Could move these a little bit further down, like so, and these a little bit further down, and then that in like so. The one last thing I want to do is that clip the top. Ooh, careful now. The sailor on the top of there was probably quite scared, and rightly so, when he looks back and sees this barreling towards him at pretty much ankle height. Anyway, it looks like there's a couple of explosions there. We are managing to chip the front section out here, and if that goes, the whole thing is probably going to collapse. That's a lot of damage that they're taking. And there's going to be an explosion. Yep, there's one. The cannon's gone, and the bottom bit just fell off. No more cannon, no more rifles. So once again, we've just got the rear weapons to deal with. It's surprising just how much damage these things can do. Brutal takeover. Back to Yig, and make sure that... research complete. Promise of power. Selecting research then. We can now get Secrets of Death, Sick Bays can revive the dead, and The Awakening can summon Kraken. However, I'm looking down some of the other stuff, and I'm thinking, what can we go for? I really want to try some of the new technology. There was like a beam weapon introduced. However, I'm going to guess that is quite an advanced piece of technology. Where will it be? Machinery, sponsons, suspendium weapons. No? Let's have a quick check. Design landship. Weapons. Oh, looks like you can't have it on there. Oh, it might not give me the access. It might not give me access to it. Yeah, it's only giving me the stuff we have access to, which is actually quite smart. So I'll have to find it in here. Torpedo bombers. Never really used those. Aerial torpedoes, one of my favourite. Triplanes, fire extinguishers, harpoon guns, rockets, flamethrowers. Telescopes, gyroscopes, turret, and then computers. Heavy cannon, stone walls. I wonder where it would be. Anyway. It's not going to be up here, is it, really? That's all to do with marines and such. Anyway, so we now can revive the dead. Might as well go straight for... Well, actually, no, we can't. Sorry, we haven't got revive the dead. I'm going to go for research programs, by the way. We're going to get Secrets of Death and then The Awakening, because I think if we need to go big or go home when it comes to this cultist stuff. So we've managed to take out this Ignat city as well as the one there. We've just moved down to Yig just so we can get some repair on, because some of these did take a little bit of damage, although it doesn't look like they require any repairing. No, I don't think there's any repairing to be done there. Okay, so we're just going to move around then. You can see that there is a sort of scuffle between the blue guy and the people we've just taken over, which is to be expected. I am going to send a spy to here because I want to see what's going on there. I'm also very tempted to send a spy down south as well, but I don't know if it's necessary. You can see that these are still fighting. This guy in the centre, this sort of peach colour, and then you've got the purple guy. They're fighting each other, and they're sort of split right across the middle. I think probably the peach colour has the advantage. However, it could go either way. But I think peach probably going to have that. Also, when you consider on the left, which is I think the biggest empire so far, at least in terms of land mass, it still only has 2 cities. They are also attacking in the purple guy's sort of left-hand side here in the west, so it's unlikely that that'll go well for them. So we are currently in Harsmouth, and this is once again a straight fight to destroy this thing. Once stuff's taken over, obviously I will go ahead and build some defences. It'll only be a sort of a token gesture, really. It'll just be the very basic stuff in there. We have now moved forward and... Ooh, please don't snap that sail off. We now move forward and are attacking the defensive structure. I know we have not yet designed any other vessels, and I don't know if we will. I don't know if that is really the goal of this series. Normally when we do a conquest one, we will sort of spend an episode building and testing and then refining on the next one, but I think we have pretty much all we need, and we're managing to chip the top off that, and then... yeah, I was pretty much taken out straight away. So we now have Clockwork wasps, but instead what I'm going to do is move down to this bit here. This is where we can have monsters spawning, because I'm waiting for that spy to be placed. And okay, that is interesting. That could be a problem. So this is the grey coloured fella's fleet, and nice little... Oh, I like that. All the birds going around. Nice little flock there. So we've got only 3 rifles on each of these, but they are right near the top, so they might have a high service ceiling, which is something we can't really deal with. So we'll have to see. In here, defences, we might as well repair it, because it was actually... what's the best term? Repair that, move it to there, and that bit, scrap. I was going to say it wasn't actually too bad, and it wasn't. The things that were there are actually okay. It's just we're massively outnumbering it. Clockwork wasps, however, could be a bit of an issue, but I think it's probably worth me attacking them. What is an issue, though, over here, those things, I don't think I can take those out. So what do we have that can take those out? Well, if we go over to land ships, there's nothing there that I can see that will do it, but we do have ray tank. Requires suspending projection tier 4. That's what I was waiting to find out. We do have a vessel that is specifically designed to take out things that fly high up, and I don't know if it's an old model. I think it is. We had like loads of flak on it, but we don't have access to flak anyway, so that could be an issue. Either way, let's go for these Clockwork wasps. Traditionally a massive issue. Looks like that's recovered now. Actually, no, it hasn't recovered from the war, but we've able to build some stuff in there. So Clockwork wasps in the dark, that's not normally where you want to fight them. The disadvantage is that... Oh no, that's fine. I was about to say the disadvantage is that we don't have the service ceiling to go in there, but we actually do. Not that we can shoot the wasps down, you understand. We just need to... This is threading in the needle a bit. Like, if you notice, I'm putting the masts in between the ships. So if these try to move, they're just going to snap all the masts off. But at least they're right in range of that thing there. And I've just realised that snowing in the night is really very pretty. Yeah, I like that. That's very nice. Start the fight. Might as well rapid fire. Actually, no, we'll keep it on a normal fire. See, there's the shots going in. Eventually, you'll hear a buzzing noise. And what will happen is that this thing will start to... Yeah, it is dispensing bees. Actually, it's not. It's dispensing wasps. And, oh dear. You can see that. We are trying to take the wasps out. But they are Clockwork wasps specifically designed for boarding. And they are absolutely hammering this vessel. They will take that out. They are going to take out this thing. There you go. It's now boarded. It will not be under my control. No. And you can see the wasps are coming along now. They have managed to slaughter all of the crew. We no longer have that under command. And quite frankly, I have no intention of trying to board that again. Now, this is actually one of the places, this is probably one of the times where having the ability to have crew reanimated would be worth it. However, I think at this stage, it's all just trying to take out this hive. The hive doesn't actually show any damage on it. It just just gets destroyed. So I'm just hoping that I can do as much damage as I need to take it out. Although so far we've lost the biggest, well, we've lost the heaviest hitter that we have, the basic, and we have 3 prims that are currently getting assaulted by the wasps, and they're now coming for the other ones, and it's now above us, so we can't shoot it. This is quite bad. We'll be able to get one more order off for the rear one there. I'm just hoping that we can take this out. They're on aimed fire actually, which isn't a terrible idea at this stage. Normal fire. Yeah, you can hear the wasps. Either way, this is going to be a massive loss for us, because we're not going to destroy it. Could ram it. Ramming might not be a terrible option at this stage. Don't think we have much option. That hardly touched it. All it's done is move it further away from the shots that we have currently going. Right, I've probably got one more ram left before we lose the crew on this. Although we might even lose the crew before that. I knew the Clockwork wasps were tough. I didn't realise they were this tough. One more order. Damn it. Nah, not under command. That's it. We've lost. I think we've lost all of these. All the prims and the basic. We'll try and flee. But that's it. Lost. Oh no, we've got 1 prim left. Wow. Well, the advantage is we get loads of money now because we haven't got much upkeep. Every cloud and all that. So, Clockwork wasps. That's an issue. What is the solution? Well, things that can shoot the Clockwork wasps, always useful. So rifles and things like that. If we go to build ship, what have we got available? The Barry, probably quite good actually, because we have the grape shot cannons. Shoots troops and planes within 28 meters. Yeah, I think that we need some Barrys. I think using harpoons versus wasps, I mean, traditionally not used, but there you are. The advantage is that the Clockwork wasp doesn't attack, and oh! See that? That little cog there? That is the Mad Scientist creation coming to wipe out all of that. Oh, incoming fleet! Right, they're attacking down here. Okay. And where's the other one? They've got a double attack going in Serpak. Okay. I don't know what they have, but all I do know is I don't have anything to take. I don't have anything to stop it. Build ship. Prims. We'll build 3 of them. And we'll move them over there. Just to try and stop them. See if they turn round. I don't think they will. So, they've sent... Wow. That is A, a big vessel, and B, an awesome looking vessel. I like that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannon, 2 rifle as far as I can tell, versus these things, 2 prims, followed by 3 defensive structures. I'm not too confident on this. Going to go to rapid fire. These ones at the back. Normal fire. Quite frankly, I think the best solution for these prims is just to stay where they are. Actually, no, this one is losing suspendium. Right, ram! There we go. So that will, if nothing else, because we're on top of it, what that's going to do is force it down. And we can now go behind it. Right. So we're now behind it. It doesn't have any weapons on the back. We're going to go with aimed fire with this because there's no reason not to anymore. It can't shoot us, and at the moment it can't move. I can see a small suspendium chamber there. I can see the crystal. However, if this thing gets completely destroyed, it probably won't be able to take off. You can see it is trying. The propeller is spinning around. So I don't know what will happen here. I am going to go on aim fire now with these. The reason I didn't go on aim fire before is because it was moving around too much. So if you're on aim fire, yes, it's more accurate. But if it's moving around anyway, then because of the distance, you know, you have to account for that lead time. But as far as I can tell now, all the quarters are on the back as well. So it's not only designed to look really cool, it's also got this. It's also like architecturally correct, where you've got like the crew quarters and the sort of living bits, the spires at the top there with the little walkways and such, and then all of the stuff down the bottom. That's pretty cool. Let's move this further down. We're about to chip this in half. Actually, this top bit's about to break. I think with the amount of explosions we're seeing on this. Oh, that's bad. We managed to take that walkway out, and that then cut the back off, and then we've split it in two, and that's dropped on top of itself. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be a win. After a lot of explosions. Good work, lads, I say. So the Invincible, incorrectly named, has been destroyed. It's technically got no crew quarters. It's also got other problems going on as well, but we'll save that for another day. We managed to defeat that. Excellent. So that is victory, and you can see that is now turned round and heading elsewhere. We will repair that other vessel, and whoa, hang on, don't intercept. Over to there, normal speed, and there we are. So we managed to hold off that attack. That was at least good that we saw that. Oh, Avoth repels the mad scientist. Excellent. That's good. They managed to repel the mad scientist. That is very, very good. Okay, so we have a huge shipyard here. I think what we'll do is put our secret police to lax, simply because I'd rather have the money. And we're going to build ship, and we're going to build. We could build the botfly. The botfly is a smaller version of the Barry, but I think the Barry would be better for our needs here. This is not a tier 0 ship, this is a tier 1 ship, so grape shot cannons, basic suspendium stuff, whereas we've previously only run with the basic and the prims tier 0, which I still think have their place. In fact, I think they are somewhat, I wouldn't say overpowered, certainly not, but they are very powerful for their cost, I mean. Anyway, so that was one of the Barrys. I'm looking at maybe a couple of Barrys. How much are the Barrys? 886. A couple of Barrys. And Gargoyles have started nesting here. Gargoyles? I'm sorry, what? Let's build the Barry and look at the colour scheme on that. So Gargoyles is a thing now. Gargoyles. Gargoyles have started nesting in an abandoned church. These aerial predators are found fond of abducting and devouring humans and will defend their nests with acid spit. Okay, that's a thing. So we have to take them out. I'm going to send the Barrys over there. I want to see what they're made of. The Barrys, really, really slow. So let's see. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll put those there, put those there, and then we'll go in. So this is the first time I've saw the Gargoyles, I believe. It might not be. There's the abandoned church there. You can see a broken stained glass window. But I have no idea what they're going to be. Well, I know what they're going to be. They're going to be Gargoyles. But that wasn't what I meant. What I meant was, I wonder what they are like to fight. Things like the dragons in the game are actually very difficult to fight. Not because they're really heavily armoured, and certainly not because there are... Oh, they're very quick. Yeah, I was about to say, the main problem is that they're very quick. The dragons. It looks like the Gargoyles are following suit. You notice, however, that we are managing to shoot the Gargoyles with these Barrys, but the amount of damage they're causing is absolutely immense. If we destroy the church, then hopefully that'll be game over. But at the moment, no, I'm going to flee. There's no point in waving that in and then losing all of that again. Going to go back to Yig. Research complete. Secrets of death. Sick base can revive the dead. Okay, we're going to go back to subsidies now, just because I need the money. So, we can now revive the dead. Which means boarding vessels should be a bit better. So let's repair these. And probably build some more of them. To take that gargoyle thing out. normally, at this stage, I'd probably say, let's leave them. But it did specifically say they attack humans and take humans. So, yeah. Let's move that over to Yig. We've got the Clockwork wasps and the gargoyles to deal with. That's minus 20 income, so that's something that we want to take out sooner rather than later. And if they do move to other places to attack, then that could cause us issues. So we've got 3 Barrys this time with 3 of the Prims. I am going to go for... Do I want a botfly or a Denver? A Denver's a boarding vessel. Trying to think what we can make. A rampage? No, that's just the city one. There's the troll, which is even worse. So we can't build the Berlins. We don't have that. We can build the botfly. The Coventry we don't have access to because we need telescopes and rockets. Cranes are just a test thing. The Dresden is amazingly good, but it requires bombs. Actually, we do have access to bombs. Maybe we get that then. Maybe we get that. Yeah, let's get a Dresden. This is one of the better vessels that we've made. It's a high-ish altitude bomber, but it's actually fairly well armoured as well. And quite fast. It doesn't really have any major weaknesses. Boarding is an issue with everything. But it's not massively problematic. Let's move it over to there and you can see that's actually the proper speed. But it's not slow. So, attacking the gargoyles with... What's our fleet size now? I don't know what our fleet size is, but it's going to be in the few thousands. So, what we need to do is have these at a lower level, because these will be specifically used to move forward and attack that. Actually, is that can't be the... Okay, I thought the Dresden was a little bit higher level than that. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to surround the Dresden as a sort of... almost a cap, a combat air patrol, and we'll use that. We'll use the Barrys to protect it, because it's likely that they will... It'll be likely that they'll try to stop it. So I'm going to move these in like so, and I don't think the speed is going to be much of an issue. There you go, you can see they are actually attacking the Prims at this stage. So I'm keeping these back. I'm actually going to do that, you see. It says no target available. They are available. Come on, move forward. Because they are taking out the... They are taking out the Dresden. You see I've rotated them around now, so when they come back, we attack them. I'm going to move this one down. It can't move forward though, sadly. I'm going to move that to that side, because when this loses its suspendium chamber, which inevitably it will, I don't want it to fall on top of the other Barry. That old church is almost gone. Accident in the bomb bay. Well, that's something you don't want to see. This other Barry will bring forward. These will move down to there. And surely that old church is going to be gone shortly. Has a lot of health. It looks like it's been destroyed. There we go, victory. Gargoyle nest disarmed. We have lost some stuff though. With their nest destroyed, the gargoyles disperse. Your troops go through the remains of the nest, burning any surviving eggs. They collect a small pile of valuables from the gargoyles' victims. We gain 10 grand, which is... We've lost the Barry and the Prim. So Prim's a couple of hundred, the Barry 800. So actually negative in terms of... We've actually lost more than we've got, but I don't think that's a big issue. We can build another Barry easily enough. So we're going to build a Barry. And looks like that guy's coming down again. In here, build ship. Basic. Why can't we build more than one? Oh, that's my mistake. It's actually build ship. The Prim. I just want to build 4 Prims down the bottom. Sort of reactionary force. So we now have 1, 2. I think we'll repair that Dresden. 3 Barrys versus this Clockwork wasp. Will it work? I don't know. What I'm interested to see is whether or not this Mad Scientist Creation destroys this thing here. And it doesn't. Oh, but it does manage to take everything out. So in that case, I'll invade it. There's nothing to stop me there. And fire cause and foreign agent has destroyed the vigilant rampart that... Ooh. It destroyed around here, has it? Interesting. So it's on high alert. There's the uncontested victory, which is what we expected. We're going to move over there with a brutal takeover. Move back. So, view the defences. We still have 2 defences there, plus the ship we're building. We'll probably get 1 more building off before they attack me. Yeah, 1 more. Yep, there we go. 1 more. And then... There it is. So it is... Oh, this time they have gone big. They have gone big. So we've got the bigger vessel that we've seen previously, followed by the slightly smaller one there. So we're going to have to do pretty much what we did last time. And when they do that, I'm going to ram down to there. And it's not moving because we lost straight away. Sadly, we lost the sail on it. Move up to there. This one. Ram down to there. Go, go, go. There we go. We are leaving it on the ground. That's it. That's what we want. At this stage, this can't move forward. The sail's shot. The sail is shot. Darn it. That's a problem. So I don't know if we can win this fight. I'm going to put these on. Well, they already are on aim fire, so that's fine. Can't order that. I can order it down. I can order it up or down. I have altitude control, but I don't have any sails to move it. And this is moving forward. We're going to target that. We're going to go on to rapid fire once we have the ability to issue orders. It has taken some damage, this thing, but it's all superficial by the look of it. Rapid fire. The one at the back, however... Move this further up. Has taken some damage, but most of the weapons are on the bottom anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Sounds like there's a fire going, and sadly it's a fire in my defensive structure. I guess now it's just a case of waiting to see what happens. There's nothing I can really do. Got nothing in reserve. This is wavering somewhat. You notice it's going up and down. Ah, there we go. It's figured out if it goes higher level, it'll be better. Maybe it's going up and down because I can see 2 of the suspendium chambers. I think that's the only suspendium chambers they have. Maybe they have taken a hit to that and it's deactivated at one point. Oh, there's going to be an explosion in the suspendium chamber. They have lost a suspendium chamber. That's good hits. We're still focused on this one. In terms of damage, we have taken a bit. Another fire in their vessel here. And you can hear people trying to put it out, but also there's been some fatalities in there too. I don't like the fact that it's hovering right above this structure. I think what's probably going to happen is when that blows up and this suspendium chamber goes, we're going to get cut in half. No! What's actually happened? Oh, secondary explosions, and then there it goes. It looks like we've chopped that in half, and then the bottom half landed on there, and yeah, there's been a bit of a chain reaction there. Okay, so I am going to then focus fire now on this at the back. We have still got... Strangely, this prim is still here. I'm going to go to rapid fire, because I don't think it'll be... I think this will be destroyed before anything else, really. You can see we are firing the harpoons out, and... Well, maybe we'll change it over to aimed. Because they're not shooting it. Well, that's on aimed. The one at the back we will have to set to aimed as well because of the distance involved. We have lost this front defensive structure, but also their thing's been taken out. This is constantly backing up, which is interesting. You can see damage is very little. Damage is very little. Well, I say that, the whole top's been shaved off, but the bit that we're concerned with is the weapons, and yeah, it's still got 5 cannons. And it is trying to maneuver away. You can see it's dodging all of these shots. And the further it moves, the harder it's going to be for me. I'm going to speed up to max speed because, quite frankly, there's nothing else I can do here. Oh, there's a fire. they've put it out. That's what we're waiting for. If we get a nice explosion. Oh, hang on. There's been a clunk noise. Don't know what that was. How are we doing for ammo? 14 of 48. And over there is 177 of 300. So we're not even halfway through our ammo reserves on that one. Looks like it has got some more altitude now because it's moved away from this fragment of the prim. I think this won't be an arc now. No, but I can move it up. Can I? No, I can't. It can't go up for some reason. It's still firing. Strangely, what might save us is this. This thing here is taking damage. This is the fragment of the prim. It's just, as far as I can tell, it is... it's actually the cockpit, so I can technically issue commands to it. And also it's the suspendium tank. Chamber, sorry. Balloon. Something like that. There are actually specific differences. That, like, the tank can go... It's a pressurized suspendium dust tank. It goes boom very easily. But this one here, if this blows up, it will take a part of them with it because it is an area effect. And if that keeps ramming into it, it might get that. Once again, max speed. There's nothing much I can do. Victory. It's surrendered. So it's running back with what? Is the question. We'll repair that. I don't know where it's running back. Why did it say lost? Did I destroy it instead? Oh, no, it's repairs at the bottom. Right. So we have managed to take them out. I'm going to have to scrap that bit and then move that to there. But we took out a lot more than we thought we would have. Okay, so in terms of our cost then, what have we got? We got our fleet, 1, 2, 3 Barrys. 1 Dresden, which is sort of pointless versus the Wasp, so I'm not going to send that over there. What else can we build? Botflies would be good. Basics. The basics were okay. Now that we can reanimate a crew, it might be best if we... Would a Denver work? With Marines. Might actually. Let's build a Denver. Now that we can reanimate a crew, that actually changes things slightly. It means we can have bigger ships with more crew and do a bigger fight. Now that the game is advanced on a little bit further, we can see we now have some alliances. So Monopolis and Crow Lantern have joined an alliance. So that is over here. Okay. Fair enough. So that's that built there. What I want to do is deselect the Barry and then attack these Clockwork Wasps. Don't know if that's going to work, but we shall see. With the Barry, though, what I want to do... Sorry, with the Dresden. Where do I want to send that? I don't really want to send anywhere at this stage, actually. I also need to check out the defences here. Building. This little garrison-y thing here. That's just the general rule of thumb. You place some defences... There we go, we've already done them ones, that's fine. And let's see if this works out. So, this is the Clockwork Wasps, again, versus all of these. Will 3 of these work? I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that they're slow moving, these wasps, so if we're in front of them like that, then hopefully it'll work out. The reason I've got this is because what I want to do, I actually want to move them like that, stagger them a bit. So we're still getting shots out, but it means that we can get this ship here into wherever we need to, because I want to get the air sailors to swing onto the vessel that is being invaded. No target available. Forward, please. Forward, please. Right. So there's the shots. All these can go on rapid fire. And that's now moving down. Eventually we hear the vroom, vroom, vroom of all the wasps coming out. Not yet, but it will do. There we go, there's the wasps. So the wasps are out. And they're going for this bottom one, okay? We're going to come down with our reacting vessel. Once they're out, what we'll do, board ship, the bottom one. Oh, we can't board it yet because it's not been taken over. We might wait until it's been... they're up to this one. You can see that the wasps are getting shot. Board vessel. Why can't we board that one? Oh, that one is not under control. I thought we could board it. We cannot at this stage. That's annoying. We're going to have to move these over to there. We are chasing down this Clockwork wasp thing. And, that's actually good. They are boarding our boarding vessel, which means we don't have an advantage because these are really powerful, but this is the best chance we have of being able to take them on. Put those onto aim fire, strangely. And I'm going to chase it down. You can hear the slicing there of the combat. We are still going to lose this. Yeah, we lost it. But we have managed to, finally destroy it. So, that's been taken out, but that is a wasp's nest destroyed. Look at that. With the hive crashed and broken, the remaining wasps soon ran out of power and dropped from the sky. The hive mainspring is worth a fortune in high-quality steel. And that is 6,000 that we've just received from that. Very, very surprising just how expensive that is. Excellent. Okay, so what we can do with our money then, we're going to go to research programs to continue on with doing that sort of thing. To give us some more research, and we can now go on a bit of a building spree because we've got so much money. First things first though, we will probably repair anything that requires it, although I don't think anything does require it. We're looking around, we can see that obviously they've still got this stuff down there. We are going to build in Yig, build ship. We're going to build so we're going to build something that we can take out those ships that tend to come towards us. Or is there any point? You know what, I will. What I'll do is I'll build a Denver. I'm going to build a Denver. The reason for that is we can use that to then take out some of these things that they come over with. I'm actually going to send a spy over there as well because I want to see what they are up to. In terms of our next target, what we're probably best doing is sort of sweeping from the top down. So from here, let's go. That mad scientist is actually coming towards there. That'll be something we have to have a check out as well. So view the city and... Okay. Okay, I don't... Yeah, it's some of the best designs in the game, these ones. These are brilliant. I really like these designs. I mean, the Coventry is sort of the same shape, but it's the fact the extra detail with these windows and the sort of points. It's like Wizard Towerish almost. It's sort of a 40k Zinch mixed with the sort of orc weird boy towers that you see on the side of Gargants. That's some throwback. Yeah, I like that. I very much like that. I am going to copy that at some point. Anyway, unpause it. You can see what's happening is the mad scientist is moving over to there, and we actually will probably get there after them. And they're actually coming to defend their territory as well. So I'm going to say attack down to there, because that's going to still go. This is our Denver, which I'll move down to Suprak. And in here, what can we build? What can we build? Well, we can build all sorts of stuff. Oh, we can build a rock tosser. Let's build one of those, because they're quite useful. At the moment, though, the problem is we can't build a lot of our designs simply because we don't have the technology. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to delay our advancement because I'm waiting for that Clockwork construct to go in and take out that. Let's see. That goes in. Hang on. Why is it not destroyed? It moved back to there. Ah, there you go. It's been raided by the mad scientist, and now the mad scientist is not moving. Now it's moving, and then we go back, and then we should be able to take that out. And that's, yeah, that's a bit cheeky, isn't it? But it's the way of the thing. And now that the mad scientist doesn't have its construct, we might be able to take out his tower. It's unlikely with what we've got, but you don't know until you know. So let's try this one out. Right, there's our rock tosser. We're going to move that over to there. And it is stupidly slow. It wasn't built for speed, as you can tell. So here's the Mad Scientist Tower. Don't know if you've seen this one before, but it is clad in all manner of pipes and gubbins and things. But on the top is what is of main concern, and it's a horrible death ray. So we need to get there as fast as possible. And sadly... Oh, and they do actually have one of these monsters as well. Sadly, one of the things... that is in our way is the suspendium rock. So I'm going to move everything down to there. I'll move that over to the right hand side. These will go down to there because these ones are going to be trying to take out this thing, which has got like a tentacle which can sort of take you out with relative ease. I'm going to move that right over to there. This one can move right to there. These ones will start to shoot, hopefully. Oh, do you see that? See the big shot that came in there? Whoa, that's changed. Okay, I think that's changed. I think it used to be a beam, but now it's like a proper big plasma ball, and it's managed to take out that thing pretty much with ease. And wow, that is a lot different to what I have seen previously. We've lost this fight straight away. I'm going to run. I'm fleeing from that. No crew quarters in a mobile for the two most expensive ships we have. Okay, that's a thing. Research complete the awakening. Can summon the Kraken Revenant. The question is, how do we summon it? How do we summon it indeed? So, I'm going to go for... What am I going to go for? With technology. I think telescopes, because we have a lot of things with telescopes on. But we now have the ability, somehow, to summon a Kraken. I don't know how to do it, but we'll probably find out next episode when we bring these ships back, repair them, lick the wounds, and see what we need to take out that Mad Scientist Tower. We lost the Denver. And we lost the Dresden. Difficult. Difficult. Either way, we are doing okay. As you can see, we have managed to take out our southerly neighbour and the northern one as well. We have started making inroads towards the west, but this is a big hodgepodge of all different types of people and things to fight. So... yeah, that's a thing. And also down the south here, they have managed to take out most of their enemies on the west, and there's only what I thought might be one of their competitors or rivals has really been absolutely wiped out. I mean, they've got one city left, whereas the peach-coloured person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities, followed by assorted amounts of little towns. So yeah, quite a big empire, much bigger than ours with our 3 cities and other stuff. So either way, we need to get a bit of a lick on and probably charge and take these cities. Maybe even ignore that mad scientist. Possibly. Either way, we will see, and hopefully we can summon that Kraken thing. I hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.